Oh, don't you worry, Monkey. I will take care of the bug man for you. You just sit back and get better. Hey guys, DB right here, and today, which it has been brought to my attention because I completely forgot about this what if, and now it's finally time to actually put a new addition to it and keep it going. This is What If Frieza Turned Good, Part 4. And continuing right where we left off, with, basically, Piccolo had his confrontation with Cell, now being merged with Kami, and has discovered that Cell is an android from the future, and that he's come back to absorb androids 17 and 18, who have more or less been reprogrammed by Bulma at this point, and are out exploring their new lives. They were meant to stay at Capsule Corp, however, but they managed to give Bulma and pretty much everybody else the slip. And well, Cell is just now having a fun time absorbing people and taking his time to find the androids. And as it turns out, everyone is having just as much trouble finding Cell like they are in the original. Now, in the meantime, Goku has finally woken up, and he has a plan. Oh yes, he has a plan. Immediately instant transmitting to Gohan and the others, and the two versions of Frieza, both present-day Frieza and future Frieza, are there. Both of them giving Goku pretty much the same greeting. I really hope I never have to see your mug again, Monkey. But it seems we actually need each other. And well, you're welcome to come along with me and Gohan to the Room of Spirit and Time, where you can get a year's training in a day. What? A year in training in a day? This is future Frieza talking. If I'd have known about that room, I could have saved myself this entire trip. Very well, Goku. We will both go with you. Oh, very good. Good to see you won't be slacking off, at least. Now we just gotta track down Vegeta. Oh, Vegeta, why bring him along? Such a waste of space. I can't believe I saw any potential in that monkey, considering how easily he fell before me on Namek. Look, behave, you two. And with Goku's instant transmission, they find Vegeta explaining the Room of Spirit and Time to him, and of course, he's wanting to hog the first session all to himself. And, well, he does end up using the whole day, and Vegeta's results are more or less the same as what they are in the original. Now, in the meantime, Cell still hasn't managed to find the androids. They are more or less pretty well hidden in the populace. And, well, it is not until he gets a glimpse of these street performers in this town claiming they can do all sorts of supernatural feats. Yes, since they're reprogramming, they have discovered they can still fly and lift cars and things like that over their heads. And that is drawing quite the salve, and they're getting quite a bit of zenny for it. However, their street performance is pretty much brought to a halt, as Cell pretty much attacks them, and is powering up. Piccolo and the others sense this and are immediately heading towards his location. For Cell to expose himself for this long means only one thing. He has found the androids. Come on, guys, we have to hurry! And, well, by the time they get there, it is at least too late for one of them, for, he had absorbed Android 17 during the scuffle. 17! No! 18 is more or less crying out. And, well, the Dragon Team are doing their best to keep Cell away from Android 18, but their efforts are more or less in vain. And now we get Vegeta going one-on-one with second stage Cell, and that pretty much like it does in the original, except we get to the part where Imperfect Cell is all, "Don't you want to see my true power?" And that, of course, works on Vegeta, much like it does in the original, and so Cell has got free willy to pretty much absorb Android 18 and get rid of anyone that's in his way. And Frieza, the two Friezas can sense this from the look at, "Oh, Vegeta, that moron!" Well, to be fair, future me, we would have used this exact same kind of tactic on him back in the old days. You have a point. That means Cell has inherited the worst of me. Oh, great. And well, Goku and Gohan are more or less doing their training. Goku doing the best he can to push Gohan into Super Saiyan. And that is playing out like it does ultimately in the original. And well, needless to say, second stage Cell is perfectly successful in absorbing Android 18, the love of Krillin's life, who took one look at her and was already smitten. And, well, with that pretty much happening, we got Perfect Cell already, who pretty much does Vegeta in pretty quick. But there's no future Trunks to deal with, so he's almost thinking to destroy the planet now. Know what? It's quite interesting saying that you're able to gather that power. Perhaps if I give you, say, 10 more days, you'll become even stronger and be able to challenge me. Oh yes, Cell's Saiyan instincts are getting the better of him here, as the Cell games are now a thing. Now, after everyone gets their bearings after what just happened, Vegeta and the others are all waiting outside for Goku and Gohan to emerge. And well, they want to more or less rest, do a little bit of training within the 10 days before the tournament. And Vegeta's wanting his turn right now. However, the Friezas are insisting they at least get their turn in the Room of Spirit and Time as well. And, well, the two Friezas battling each other, both of them being each other's sparring partner, is pouring results like you wouldn't believe. After all, we know how powerful Frieza can become in just a couple of months with a worthy sparring partner. And, well, as he comes out, we've got two versions of Frieza in their golden form. And the amount of power everyone is sensing is just unbelievable. It makes Perfect Cell look like a pushover. And well, essentially, there's no need to wait for the tournament, because, well, future Frieza's decided he could just go back to his time now and deal with the androids in his time, while present-day Frieza is on his way to battle with Cell. So, Frieza, we finally met. I must admit, it's pretty surprising to see you working with the monkeys.
Oh, Cell, don't think that kind of comment's gonna get under my skin.
I am not the same Frieza I once was. These monkeys are now quite tolerable. And well, if a word from them, I want to be the magnificent force of power you see before you today. A magnificent force of power, you say? It's hard to believe you'd beat me in the state you are now. Let's see how your final form can stand against perfection. And well, this is where Frieza gives Cell the surprise of a lifetime as he powers up to Golden Frieza. You sure you want to fight?
What? Impossible! How did you get so strong?
Oh, just a little room up in Kami's lookout. But that's not going to matter to you, is it? And Frieza is pounding around the Bugman like you wouldn't believe, to the point that he actually perks up both androids. Both of them still alive. And he's not focusing on the androids, he's basically still just going right after Cell. And well, this is where Cell plays his final trump card. And well, Frieza recognizes this own smirk too well in the mirror. He knows Cell is intending on destroying the planet and taking everyone with him. And well, Frieza wanting to defend his farmer friends at the very least. So at least we got that going for him. Frieza doesn't need the planet going bye-bye. So before Cell begins charging up, Frieza traps Cell in this energy barrier and starts lifting him off into space. So as Cell is beginning to charge his bomb to blow up the planet, Frieza's able to lift him off into space no problem without Cell prematurely detonating on him and destroying the planet. And he's just got to make sure he enlarges the energy barrier each time Cell begins to grow into that big ball. And well, needless to say, he is successful and gets Cell into open space, enough so that he's not going to destroy the planet. And Cell ends up blowing up pretty much in Frieza's face. But DB Right, you're going to kill Frieza off? No, of course not. Remember, Frieza is a being who's capable of blowing up a planet while he's still on it, and able to survive it. So I see no reason why he wouldn't survive Cell's explosion, especially powered up in his golden form. So everyone is just in shock that Frieza went this far for him, and for a moment they actually do think he's dead. And it's kind of funny, they're all sort of grieving over Frieza. Vegeta, in a way, also, only because he wanted to get the power and best him and get payback on him for Planet Namek, but that was about it. Frieza, you sacrificing yourself. How dare you take my victory from me? And, Picklebing, I guess Frieza was okay after all. He was just misguided, that's all. Everyone else surprisingly grieving, even Goku and Gohan saying something nice about him. Oh, well, this is just so touching, everybody. I'm moved, really. Everyone is shocked to see Frieza alive and standing there. Did you really think I couldn't survive a weak explosion like that? Especially in my new form. Oh, and that reminds me, Goku! Frieza gives Goku a devastating punch to the gut and has laid him out. Okay, after that, we're even. And he pretty much flies off. Goku is eventually able to reel back to his feet. In fact, the punch was almost a near-death experience, so Goku actually got a Zenkai from that one punch. And so, Frieza is off, back to his nice secluded life, except for the farmers he visits every now and then, in order to socialize a little bit and help them defend their crops from dinosaurs and other animals and things like that. And other people that and beings that the farmers can't handle. So yes, life is good for Frieza, who's one day just looking at his balcony in the afternoon, taking a sip of his own brewed wine. In fact, the wine that he has ended up brewing is actually so good, he's now in business for himself, selling wine. It is the Frieza kind. And well, I think this is a fun little spot to leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this part? How are things gonna continue on into the Boo Saga and so on and so forth? I think we're in for an interesting wild ride. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Catch you later.